The Galactic Uprising was drowning in its own blood. Cowards and traitors from the Revolutionary Committee yielded New Paradise and Wassaland to the enemy. They also left the army of Noble Rust with no supplies, and it was smashed into the ground by the Free Nation Union's hordes. After these bitter defeats, the League had almost no hope for survival. By the end of 2162, its emaciated divisions were holding only 4 planets of the Big Circle. Well-equipped and even better paid, the mercenary divisions of the Union were preparing to finish their wounded but still deadly enemy. At that time, nobody had any doubt that the upcoming year of 2163 would see the end of the Galactic Revolution and the Great War for the New Worlds. However, there were still patriots in the Revolutionary Army who refused to admit defeat. They were the old commanders, forged from fire and steel. They had gone through the fierce battles on Antarcticus, Anubis, and Pasaran. They knew pretty well that it was not their brave soldiers who had been guilty for the bitter defeats, but the treacherous curs sitting cozily in the worm cabinets of the League's government. Then, at the most critical moment, they decided to take the fate of the New Worlds into their hands. On the 25th of December, 2162, the corrupt Revolutionary Committee was overthrown. The uprising was headed by the League's best military commander, Commissar of Planet Anubis, Praetor Joseph Hutler. He took the helm of the Revolution's sinking ship in his iron hands and prepared it for the final decisive battle. Thus, the year of 2163 AD became the year of the second birth of the League, the year of the Galactic Revolution Renaissance. Who's at the terminal?
Princess Brandon Collins, comrade.
I immediately need the commander of Pantherburg's defense. At the double.
Yes, comrade. That is great excellence. The commander of Pantherburg Defense, Princess Collins on the air, sir. I took command after Centurion Gonzalez's heroic death on the battlefield.
Centurion? Isn't that a too low rank for a commander of a country's defense?
Praetor Kieshi and Luckster were killed during the command center bombardment. There are no officers left in regular units. At present, we have altogether 1.5 companies of battle-worthy Smallfoots and several bunkers at the city's approach. Please, Great Excellence, don't think that I am complaining, but the situation is critical here. We have practically nothing to repel Union's tank hordes with. We understand that things on other planets are going even worse, and we are ready to die here doing our duty.
Stop the panic, Prince Bay. The League isn't broken yet. These bloody freedom fighters will regret they kept fighting after our victory on Anubis. Yes, we all have hard times now, but the Union will experience the power of our retribution. And the revolution needs you, Brandon, and your men, as never before.
Ready to execute your orders, Great Excellence. We don't fear death. If you tell us, we will mount the counterattack immediately.
And we yield planets with such heroes? Yet now we don't need blind self-sacrifices, Prince Bay. I have a plan, and you are part of it. We have to leave Antarcticus for a while. But first, we should evacuate heavy weapons. We need them on another planet where the League's fate is not yet decided. According to my order, the naval convoy with heavy weapons has already left Bushlandia. Unfortunately, we failed to keep this country. Glory to the brave heroes killed in unequal action. The convoy is heading to our only spaceport on Antarcticus. I order you, Prince Bay Collins, to hold the spaceport until the convoy's arrival. The cargo spaceship with heavy vehicles must take off. Is that clear?
Wilco, Great Excellence. They won't get through.
Don't forget about this unit.
Well done, Brandon. You haven't even mentioned your own evacuation yet. Such selflessness is highly praiseworthy.
Thank you, Great Excellence.
The League has very few men of courage like you, and I cannot afford to waste them. I order you to board the spaceship and leave with the convoy. Execute. You will get Centurion epaulets upon your arrival.
Wilco, Great Excellence. Revolution or death.
Legate, the cargo spaceship has left Antarcticus and will land on Eden soon.
Great Excellence. We are still holding the spaceport for the time being, but I fear the enemy will capture it soon.
Losing the spaceport before the spaceship's arrival is not an option. Is that clear?
Absolutely, Great Excellence.
In addition to the hope of fresh reinforcements, your enthusiasm will be strengthened by the thought of the Revolutionary Inquisition's sensitive hands, where you will obviously find yourself should you fail to execute the order.
As you wish, Great Excellence. Calling for Centurion Collins.
On the air.
I've just got notification of the absolute necessity to hold the spaceport. I trust there is nothing for me to worry about.
Well, theoretically, we're still holding it, Legate.
What do you mean by theoretically?
The enemy hasn't got in yet, but we don't have any troops left there either. With my artillery, I have the Union's tanks pinned down in front of the spaceport, but there are too many of them.
I am sure that the Great Excellence's threat to closely acquaint me with the Revolutionary Inquisitors, should the spaceport surrender, extends to all my subordinates.
I'll do my best, Legate. Legate, the enemy has just got reinforcements and my battery won't stop them. We need several biotees.
Your artillery is the only thing left from all the battle-worthy weaponry.
But I saw a couple of operable biotanks in the repair shed.
Well, we have a couple of repaired machines there, but we have no tank men.
Taking into account the current situation, I suggest to temporarily release Thomas Mannerheim from prison.
You still cannot forget him. I see. That is impossible. Tribune Mannerheim participated in the plot, and in no way can I entrust weapons to him. And he'll refuse anyway. I testified against him at the court-martial.
Legate, if in 2 hours we don't have at least a couple of those cursed biotees round here, we'll all die and lose the spaceport. Only your eloquence and powers of persuasion can save us. I beg you, try to talk with him. I know you were fighting shoulder to shoulder in the partisan brigade on Bizarria.
Put me through to the 3rd Department of Corrections and send for prisoner Mannerheim. Old chap Thomas, glad to see you in good health.
Leroy, I'm not an old chap for you, bastard. You weren't so damned polite during our last meeting.
Tribune Mannerheim, Thomas, I'll be frank. The situation is catastrophic. We need your help. It is at all costs necessary to hold the spaceport. That is Great Excellence's order. We have several biotees, but nobody to lead them in the battle.
We both know who betrayed me. What the hell makes you think I'll agree to save your ass?
Apart from my ass and the League's destiny, there's also a grave risk for one young lady you know pretty well. Her annihilators don't have any cover at all. Lisa got the order to fight to the bitter end, and she'll carry it out.
Well, I see you can persuade not only Revolutionary Court-Martial members. I agree. Hi, Lisa.
Thomas, I'm happy to see you. Tribune, you are just in time.
Report on the situation.
Enemy tanks and heavy boats are advancing from that forest. I am shooting them down at their approach, but they just keep on coming. I'd be grateful to you if you dealt with the ones that are breaking through. Our cargo ship isn't arriving for another several hours, and we must hold the spaceport till then.
Centurion Collins, you know that I will do anything for you. I got the disposition. I'll take up my duties. Ah, well, revolution or death.
Revolution and death. Come around the gate. Princip Collins reports. Arrived at your disposal with the 3rd Revolutionary Guards Brigade from Antarcticus.
Revolution or death, Principe. Immediately unload your troops and take defense. How do you say? Collins, we've got one Collins here, but it's her.
Lisa,
Yes, Lisa. She's pretty good at manning annihilators.
she's my sister, Legate.
You are lucky with your sister, Principe. I suppose your parents served the revolution as well?
They were killed during a Union air raid on our town in Antarcticus.
I'm sorry, but we will clear the galaxy of those fighters for human rights.
Revolution or death?
Comrades, I thank Centurion Collins and Tribune Mannerheim for doing their duty. Our Great Excellence's wise foresight allowed us to create the defensive perimeter to the west of Logopas. However, the situation is far from being perfect. The enemy has landed fresh troops in Baigo and regrouped. Has also landed its contingents in Sudetshire and Robster. Gooderland's fate was the same. What? I've just been informed that Hurrgan's government, our ally, has declared they are leaving the League. They have deployed their militia behind our defense line. Wicked traitors! There are none of our troops in China County at all, and the road to Logopas is open. I've got Great Excellence's explicit order to keep the enemy out of Logopas. The situation is going from bad to worse. Any considerations?
It's clear that the enemy is going to attack Logopas from all directions simultaneously. Or almost simultaneously. It's also clear that we won't hold our current position.
Do you propose to retreat, Tribune?
To perform our main task, we need to leave Luckster and set up an all-round defense in Logopas. That way we'll limit our defense perimeter to 3 small sectors. I doubt the Union's attacks will be perfectly simultaneous, and we have a great number of transports, so we can use them to dynamically concentrate our forces in the required defense sector.
Legate Leroy, you must admit it's a smart idea.
Centurion, I don't care a damn about your opinion. I can see for myself that the idea was worth a shot. Tribune Mannerheim, we'll arrange our defense according to your suggestion. But understand it will be your personal responsibility if it fails. And remember, you must eliminate any hostile unit on Logopas territory. To bolster your morale, I am authorized to disclose top-secret information to you. In Logopas, we are developing a yet unseen type of revolutionary revenge weapon, which will change the course of the war. Very soon, the first bunch of mechanized monsters will be ready. We need to hold on for just 9 days. I have to manage the production cycle, so I order Tribune Mannerheim to command the defense of Logopas. But look, Thomas, we are in the same boat now. If you don't stop the enemy, I'll be in big trouble. But trust me, you'll get your head blown off also.
I hear you, Legate. With your permission, I'll get down to my job. The enemy has breached into Logopas. We must kick them out immediately.
Why the heck has the spaceport yielded to the enemy? Damn, I had to crash my shuttle.
Watch out, Centurion. Next time, please watch who you're falling on. I could have got killed that way.
Take me to the capital of Logopas immediately. I'm executing Great Excellence's order.
Somehow, I have doubts that Great Excellence himself gives orders to Centurions. Actually, we don't see why we need female aviators here. They occasionally fire real guns around here, you know, Centurion. And there isn't a single aircraft here either. What are they thinking about up there in headquarters?
Great Excellence's instructions forbid me to disclose my mission to officers of lower rank than legate, Tribune.
Wow, I see. Evidently, to boost our forces' patriotic spirits on Eden, High Command has decided to form a revolutionary chicks battalion here.
Very funny, Tribune. I think I can find my way to the base without your help. Get back to your duties.
Yes, Centurion. Use empty transports to patch up holes in the defense.
Damn, I got my leg smashed.
Is it bad?
God, it hurts like hell. I can't stop the bleeding.
Withdraw to the base, Brandon.
Without Brandon's BioT, we'll have no chance of holding out.
I think the hospital can wait. I'll put a tourniquet on it. Tribune Manham, I can't keep fighting.
You are a hell of a boy. Abandon! They gave your BioT a bloody nose. Take care of yourself. Where the hell are they coming from? These bastards are endless. Hey, what about our miracle new weapon?
Comrades, we did it. You've honestly done your duty. I order everyone to leave your positions and withdraw to the base for repairs and replenishing.
Oh, what the heck are those?
I haven't been idling either. Let me present you our new weapon of revenge, the bullfrogs.
They're awesome.
Oh, damn. I must admit they look impressive. You really caused a lot of sweat around here, Jean.
Well, gentlemen, see what revolutionary chicks can do.
Oh, I see you've been promoted to Tribune, Centurion Hunter. By the way, what happened to your aviation cockade?
It was Great Excellence's wise idea. In order to keep Operation a secret in case the spaceship was intercepted, Tribune Hunter has graduated from Beatorum Military Academy with honors, specializing in bullfrog piloting.
A woman controlling such a monster? This thing is a bit more complicated than a kitchen food processor.
You men have already demonstrated your abilities in fighting. The League lost 12 planets during the last 5 months. With the most powerful army in the history of mankind, you end up with a few half-dead divisions.
Tribune Hunter, stop this demagogy. Commence the operation.
Revolution or death, Legate? What do you think of it?
Unbelievable.
Basically, it's not bad.
Quite good. By the way, remember who brilliantly organized the bullfrog production in the shortest possible time? Competent managers are no less needed for the matter of the revolution. But it's not relaxation time yet. Sarah, you must gain and hold footholds in Luckster, Güterland, and China County. Then you must destroy all hostile forces in these countries and seize their capitals and the spaceport. Keep in mind, Tribune Hunter, that bullfrogs are fairly expensive, and we can't afford to lose more than 6 of these machines. Tribune Hunter, be more careful with expensive equipment. You can lose only 3 more bullfrogs.
Not so fast, General.
The spaceport's been captured, Legate Leroy.
Tribune, you are allowed to lose only one more bullfrog, and that's it! What are you waiting for? You haven't reached full control in Güterland yet. You must occupy the capital. You managed it, Tribune Hunter, but to tell the truth, you could have ended up with fewer losses, having such weapons.
Congratulations, Tribune. You did a hell of a man-like job. I imagine how tough your husband's life must be.
I shot my husband.
Oh, really?
No,
Ho.
I missed. But I've significantly improved my accuracy since then.
Greetings to all. I've watched the video reports on the latest battles on Eden. I like that. Bullfrogs are splendid, aren't they?
Yes, Great Excellence. Under your wise supervision, the Revolutionary Committee's foresight has brought us these victories.
Well, I can't deny it. By the way, I like the way our forces defended Logopas before the release of the Bullfrogs. Who was in command?
Great Excellence, as for the general command of all operations, it was executed by your humble servant, armed with the party doctrine's regulations on delegating authority and task sharing.
Legate, stick to the point.
Great Excellence, let me report.
How dare you, Centurion Collins?
Wait, Legate. Speak up, my child. Oh God, how beautiful and ethereal is the image of our heavy artillery.
Great Excellence, we owe our success in Logopas's defense to Tribune Mannerheim. He was commanding our forces right from the epicenter of the battle, displaying the highest courage and often risking his own life for the sake of the revolution.
I think I trust you, my darling. Tribune Mannerheim, I will strongly recommend to your immediate commander to promote you right now. Do you hear me, Legate Leroy?
Please, let me remind you, Great Excellence, that Legate Mannerheim is a state criminal, convicted according to Article 54, Clause 7, and I released him just because of the critical situation. I would suggest putting him back into prison. We cannot trust such people.
Article 54. A political prisoner, then. Well, I won't take my word back. Tribune, now, Legate Mannerheim deserved a conditional release. However, we cannot lose our revolutionary vigilance. If you don't mind, Comrade Mannerheim, we'll look after you and give you an opportunity to prove your courage, commander's talent, and devotion to our ideas. Legate Leroy, as soon as the occasion arises, give our newly made legate a proper task.
As you wish, Great Excellence. After the glorious victories of our revolutionary forces, the South Continent is clear of enemy forces. And bear in mind that I personally commanded the liberation operations in Robster, Bigo, and Sudetshire.
Okay, it was you.
However, the Union of so-called free nations controls the northern continent, and we don't have a single secret ally there. Great Excellence issued an order to capture that continent by the end of this month. Our turtles are ready, and our land forces are preparing for embarkation. However, I must admit the enemy has presented us with troublesome surprise. The large hostile fleet is approaching us from the north, threatening our landing operation. Under such circumstances, I suggested the idea of giving a practical test to the recent development of our industry, Leviathans. By the way, they have also been developed under my supervision. We shall defeat the enemy at sea first. Great Excellence praised my idea.
And who's going to command the fleet, Legate?
I understand, Comrade Mannerheim, that you would like to crown yourself with the laurels of a naval commander too. However, Great Excellence agreed with my idea to appoint an experienced naval officer to be the head of the League's fleet on Eden. Comrades, we are waiting for none other than Admiral Van Wyden.
The naval battle alligator himself? Not bad. I'm starting to believe in the success of the League's hopeless cause.
Legate Leroy, aren't you afraid that after Van Wyden's sound victory, Great Excellence will appoint him Commissar of Eden instead of you?
I recommend you to stop your irony and jokes of this kind, Comrade Mannerheim. Continue the preparations for the landing operation. All dismissed. Welcome to Eden, Admiral. We heard about your great victories. Hopefully, you will appreciate the ease of control and firepower of our Leviathans, developed under supervision of your humble servant. Our cover ships are already in the open sea.
Greetings, Comrade Leroy. Let me see what's going on here. Damn. Our killer whale's already within range of Union battleships. Who's the idiot that deployed our ships like this?
Well, I am not a naval officer at all. We were waiting for you. I just thought, it makes sense to lure the enemy a bit, letting him fire a couple of first shots, and thus losing his vigilance, getting stuck in our defensive lines. And after that, we bring the Leviathans on.
Oh, yes. I see you read a book on ancient military history, Legate. Land warfare history. For kids. Let me tell you that modern naval war principles are very different. Anyway, I'm used to coping with more difficult situations. I'm setting off. Give the orders to cover the ships to get ready for action. Oh, I almost forgot. Put some champagne on air, Legate.
I ordered a squadron of Tritons to be built in By-Go docks. I'm sure you will appreciate such assistance. They are already launched. We only have to fill their tanks. They'll be at your disposal very soon.
I wouldn't say that we can't win the battle without these Tritons, but they can certainly help us save dozens of ourselves' lives. Thank you, Legate.
Revolution or death.
Gentlemen, we are sorry for our bad manners. We noticed you had some idle equipment. If you don't mind, we're just gonna borrow them. And there's one more thing. Please, next time, don't make us fill the tanks. But in general, thank you, gentlemen, so much.
Leroy, why the hell couldn't you set up a proper dock defense? Bloody idiot. Well, now with this mess, it's gonna take me more time than I expected.
Admiral, you were magnificent. My congratulations on your brilliant victory. I hoped you liked the Leviathans, if you only knew how much effort I put into their production. By the way, I ordered the best luxury suites to be booked for you in Sudetshire's hotel. Well, it's not as good as it used to be before the war, however they still have excellent chefs there. I think you'll appreciate their wine cellars as well.
What a sneaky bastard you are, Leroy. Well, alright. I won't report the Triton incident to Revolutionary Council. Just make sure that our remaining ships are brought to the docks for repairs, and triple the dock guards.